I'm in trouble.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry.
I'm trouble.
Jackie B is complaining to Peace that Angel is moving mad. Not knowing that the person that she's complaining to is also moving mad with her man. That's what I'm going to say, because it's not like they were really in a relationship. Do I think that they're dating now? Yeah, I think they're dating now. But then them saying that we're friends, are they not together anymore? Because I knew that they were together after the house. So are they just friendly now, or they're dating but they just decided not to talk about it in the reunion so that they don't put too much pressure on themselves? Because he said that he thinks they are good friends. So when he says he thinks, honestly, I don't think they're dating anymore. I think they tried it, but then it didn't work. I'm not sure. But anyway, Peace was acting like she's having amnesia, that she does not remember. Auntie, you don't remember? Amnesia. Okay, now we shall see. Now, in a drama movie, every time people they hit head for grand, forget themselves. That is exactly how it was. Like, Peace was just acting so like, oh, I can't remember. I don't remember the place. Yeah, you were flirting him. You were dancing with him in the dance floor. You were throwing yourself at him. You actually did like Michael. And Michael was actually accepting the attention, because if he wasn't, it would not happen. So let's not just all put it on Peace. And then Michael was there now every time saying, Jackie, don't play with me. Every time. Anyway, so that was that. And then the next one was Yusuf and Angel.
Now you notice that I am big.
Yeah, big girl.
Down there.
So yes, we all know. I know like Angel can say it anyhow she wants to say it. She can go up and down. You know, she's very good at... I have realized that there are so many people in this world. There are few people in this world that actually have accountability, that hold themselves accountable. Like that will say, okay, I did wrong here, and then I did, without someone even over pointing it at them. Very few people in the world. Most people talk about a situation, they just see where the other person does wrong. They don't see themselves as wrong. I don't understand how we all can look in the mirror and see our bodily flaws. We don't see our, you know, our behavioral flaws. Whereas we can see every other person's behavioral flaw. And, you know, it is so weird. Like, it's like we take the things that are not important, things that are important, unimportant. Is kind of worrisome. Because she did not see that, girl, you just played with Yusuf. You found him so like someone you can play with. So you just played with him. Yeah, he was cruise, just like you were saying, like you see. But Ebuka was waiting for you to say that it's just cruise. But Yusuf took it serious, because you told him, I like you, I like you. So he was like, I think Yusuf went there trying to be in a couple. I don't know if it's because he's what Big Brother Naija and he's had coupling, or he has thought to himself, if I come out with success, it might be difficult for me to find a woman. So when I go there, I'm going to find a woman. Because remember, in his intro, he said he wants to be in a relationship. So he went in there trying to be in a relationship. It just did not work out for him. So I think when Angel was like, okay, yeah, I like Enjoy. She might be crazy, but maybe he needs someone to take him out of his shell. You know, sometimes you kind of go for the kind of person that maybe you've never been with before, to see a different experience, to see how it's going to go. But Angel was playing with him, and he figured that one out. So he was giving her 60, waiting for 40, but my dear, 40 no come. And my guy said, I give my 60 back. Where the 60? Give me back. Give me back. That's how I see. But at the end of the day, he was still always letting her play with him at any time. Remember the video where she was grinding on him? So he was always letting her. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. But he said that she would tell him this, and the next thing you see her kissing Cross and all that. I'm surprised that they've not talked about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like when they talk about that, they don't bring Cross into the situation. I don't know why. So I feel like Angel is gonna have a long distance, because I feel like they should have just sat down when they just do the whole Angel thing. Because there are so many casts, like she and Saskia and Cross is going to have their moment, I'm sure of that. And I think tomorrow is going to be Liquor Rose and Ima. And it's good to actually hear. So based on this, Ima cheated on Liquor. That's what is happening. Wow. It's kind of, I like the fact that they brought something that's outside, not telling us that something happened without telling us what really happened. We want to know. We are nosy. That's why we watch you guys. We want to know. Exactly. We are interested in your life. Okay, so Angel and Sammy, and then KV. Yeah, they brought that situation up. I thought they talked about it the other day. They didn't talk about it in detail, but they brought the whole slut shaming when they were talking about Boma stuff now. They brought that one up. So I don't even understand why they are even bringing it up again. They could have maybe just talk about that situation on that day. I don't know, was KV there? Because I can't remember seeing KV there. Maybe that's why they didn't talk about it. So Angel, yeah, was kind of flirting heavy on Sammy. Even in the beginning, everybody thought that they were going to actually be a couple. Even if she's crazy, we actually thought that they were going to be like a couple. Not like the one where she kissed everybody, but we thought that she was serious with Sammy. But then I think she was, because she keep on referencing Peace. Oh, Sammy, you were talking to Peace. Sammy only talked to Peace. You were talking, kissing, exchanging saliva with everybody. I know it was games and all of that, but there are some... The game part was not even it, honestly. I don't even think the game, for me, game is a game. It's the fact that after the game now, she was still flirting with other people, like, you know, giving other people attention, like the way she was in bed with Yusuf and all of that. So she was still doing all of those stuff, game or no game. So, but the game was where she was actually kissing them. But later on, actually, anyway, it is where it is. So Sammy was hot, and he does have, like, honestly, emotions is emotional. Sometimes you cannot tell emotion when to come and when to go. So he does have the right to be hot. She does have the right to actually be angry that he was also talking to Peace. And he does have the right. I feel like him saying, oh, because so it's a game, but you're playing the game with the new people, but you don't want someone to do things with the new people. That makes no sense, honestly. I agree with KV on that one. Him getting angry over that situation, like, because he's new. If you don't like the girl kissing other people, just say the truth. Not like that one was just the one whereby you're like, she's also changing saliva with someone that we don't know. That was it for you. Because honestly, kiss is a big deal. Some people would rather have sex with someone than even kiss them, because it's a lot, you know. Sex, you can use condom, you know, but kissing is like saliva exchange and DNA and all of that stuff. So it's more intimate. They're both intimate. Depends on which one you think is more intimate. That's what I'm going to say. But at the end of the day, I feel like they all have the right to be angry or whatever they were. But yes, this guy did go below the belt, like talking about her boobs and all of that. So he did go below the belt, but she also did go below the belt. But it seems like his own below the belt hot time, like, it's like, oh, I can go below the belt, but you can never go below the belt. Because he is not saying he apologized. He even wrote a letter, and she never accepted his apology. But she never apologized in the house. And then she's not saying, oh, I shouldn't have. But the way she said it is so lightweight. It's like, what you did was like this, and what I did was so minimal. No, what both of you did was wrong, because at the end of the day, he slut shamed you, like. But you, I said this before, I'm not going to say it every time. She was acting like it. But he pointed out the parts that me, I don't even like, apart from the parts of him telling her how she was acting, was him talking about her boobs and all of that stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's natural. You know what I mean? It's what God has given you is what God has given you. So you cannot say that about her, oh, someone's boobs is falling now, and then tomorrow you now more people that do plastic surgery. Or these are all the reasons why people do all those kind of stuff. So that is what she has. That's what God gave to her, and she is comfortable with it. That's one thing I actually liked about Angel, that she was comfortable with her body. Not that she was over showing it. That one, I don't think I was over comfortable with that. But the fact that she was comfortable in her body, that is a good thing. It takes a lot for someone to be really comfortable with their body. Maybe I don't know, because she's showing might not be that she's comfortable, but at least she portrayed that she was comfortable with it. You understand? That was one thing I liked about her. But at the end of the day, him talking about that one, I did not agree with that, because that is how her body is natural. That's what everybody has. There are different type of breasts, and honestly, most breasts in the world are actually falling. So majority of people's breasts are falling. Only few people have the standing breast, except the ones that have not done surgery to make their breast. So, like, honestly, so for me, I just feel like that was, you know, that was not it on that part. But apart from that, she's now going below, talking about his background, he's poor, he's this, he's that, like all those kind of stuff too. That one too, she was overdoing. Like, he cannot use someone's situation to ever insult them, and I find that so wrong. So she was wrong, he was wrong. That was it. So I don't understand why one person's wrong must be more than the other person. And then she was talking about Queen twerking on him, and then he said kissing and twerking are two different things. And that's true. I'm sorry. Kissing and twerking are two different things. People go to strip clubs. Sometimes even some girls will go to strip club with their guy. The guy, they will even buy lap dance for the guy. The guy will get them, but the girl is not licking him and putting his tongue down her throat. That is two different things altogether. They could be sexual, but one of them is intimate while the other one is not. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I don't think there's any other thing that happened until at the end of the day, when Rose and Emmanuel were going to hear about it tomorrow. I actually cannot wait to hear that, because it was good to see that, because I think most people's this thing was like they both played us. But at least with this now, you can see that Liquor was actually in it. We don't know if Emmanuel was the one that was not in it. So we'll hear both sides of the story. I don't want to judge yet, but she always talked about how she was always hot. So if he intentionally hurt her, that's not nice. I don't like it when people listen to what people have done to you and then they do it. But that's what guys do anyway. They just listen to say, oh, she takes this, okay, I'll give it to her. So that's that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Bye bye.